ensure my fall, and by the doom of death and woes and all.
Merchant of Syracuse, plead no more. I am not partial to infringe our laws. The enmity and discord which of late sprung from the rancorous outrage of your duke to merchants, our well-dealing countrymen, who wanting guilders to redeem their lives, have sealed his rigorous statutes with their bloods, excludes all pity from our threatening looks. For, since the mortal and intestine jars, twixt thy seditious countrymen and us, it hath in solemn synods been decreed both by the Syracusans and ourselves to admit no traffic to our adverse towns, nay, more. If any, born at Ephesus, be seen at any Syracusan marts and fairs, again, if any Syracusan born comes to the Bay of Ephesus, he dies. His goods confiscate to the judges dispose, unless 1,000 marks be levied to quit the penalty and to ransom him. Thy substance, valued at the highest rate, cannot amount unto 100 marks. Therefore, by law, thou art condemned to die.
Yet this my comfort, when your words are done, my woes and likewise of the evening sun.
Well, Syracusan, say in brief the cause why thou departest from thy native land, and for what cause thou camest to Ephesus.
A heavier task could not have been imposed than I to speak my griefs unspeakable. Yet that the world may witness that my end was wrought by nature, not by vile offense. I'll utter what my sorrows give me leave. In Syracuse was I born, and wed unto a woman happy but for me, and by me had not her happened bad. With her we lived in joy. Our wealth increased by prosperous voyages I often made to Epidamnum, until my factor's death, and by the great care of good that Rainham left, drew me from kind embracements to my spouse, from whom my absence was not 6 months old before herself, almost at fainting under the pleasing punishment that women bear, had made provisions for her following me, and soon and safe arrived where I was. There had she not been long, but she became a joyful mother of 2 goodly sons, which was strange, the one so like the other as could not be distinguished but by names. That very hour, and in the selfsame inn, a meaner woman was delivered of such a burden, male twins both alike. Those, their parents were exceeding poor, I bought and brought up to attend my sons. My wife not, meanly proud of 2 such boys, made daily motions for her home return. Unwilling, I agreed. Alas, too soon we came aboard. A league from Epidamnum had we sailed, before the always window-banged deep gave any tragic instance unto our harm. But longer did we not retain much hope, for what obscured like the heavens did grant, did but convey unto our fearful minds a doubtful warrant of immediate death, which though myself would gladly have embraced, yet the incessant weepings of my wife, weeping for what she saw must come, and piteous plainings for the pretty babes that mourn for fashion, ignorant what to fear, forced me to seek delays for them and me. So this it was, for other means were none, and sailors sought for safety by our boat, then left the ship, sinking right to us. My wife, more careful with the latter born, fastened him onto a small, spare mast such as seafaring men provide for storms. To him, one of the other twins was bound, whilst I, like Hefo to the other, the children thus disposed. My wife and I, fixing our eyes on whom our care was fixed, fastened ourselves to either end of the mast, floating straight, obedient to the stream towards Corinth, as we thought. At length, the sun gazing upon the earth dispersed those vapors that offended us, and by the benefit of his wished light, the seas waxed calm, and we discovered 2 ships making amain to us. Of course that, of Epidaurus this, but ere they say no more. Gather the sequel that went before.
Nay, forward, old man, do not bring up so, for we may pity, though not pardon thee.
Oh, had the gods done so, I had not now worthily termed them merciless to us. For ere the ships could meet by twice 5 leagues, we were encountered by a mighty rock, which being violently borne upon, our hopeful ship was splitted in the midst, so that, in this unjust divorce of us, fortune left to both of us alike. What to delight in, what to sorrow for, her part, poor soul, seeming as burdened with lesser weight, but not with lesser woe, was carried with more speed before the wind. And in our sight, they 3 were taken up by fishermen of Corinth as we thought. At length, another ship had seized on us, and knowing whom it was their hap to save, gave healthful welcome to their shipwrecked guests, and would have reft the fishes of their prey, had not their bark been very slow of sail. Therefore, homeward did they bend their course. Thus, have you heard me severed from my bliss, that by misfortune was my life prolonged, to tell sad stories of my own mishaps.
And for the sake of them thou sorrowest for, do me the favor to dilate at full what hath befallen of them and thee till now.
My youngest boy, and yet my eldest care, at 18 years became inquisitive after his brother, and importuned me that his attendant, so his case was like, reft after his brother, but retained his name, might bear him company in the quest of him. Whom whilst I labored of a love to see, I hazarded the loss of whom I loved. 5 summers have I spent in furthest Greece, roaming clean through the bounds of Asia, coasting homewards came to Ephesus, hopeless to find, yet loath to leave unsought, or that, or any place that harbors men. But here must end the story of my life, and happy were I in my timely death, could all my travels warrant me they live.
Hapless Aegean, whom the fates have marked to bear the extremity of dire mishap. Now, trust me, were it not against our laws, against my crown, my oath, my dignity, which princes, would they may not disannul, my soul would sue as advocate for thee. But though thou art adjudged to the death, and past sentence may not be recalled but to our honor's great disparagement, yet I will favor thee in what I can. Therefore, merchant, try all the friends thou hast in Ephesus, beg thou or borrow to make up the sum, and live. If no, then thou art doomed to die. Jailer, take him to thy custody. I will your grace.
Hapless and helpless doth Aegeon wend, but to procrastinate his lifeless end.
Therefore give out that you are of Epidemno, lest that your goods too soon be confiscate. This very day, a Syracusan merchant is apprehended for arriving here, and not being able to buy out his life, according to the statutes of the town, dies ere the weary sun set in the west. There was your money that I had to keep.
Go bear it to the centaur where we host, and stay there, Dromio, till I come to thee. Within this hour it will be dinner time. Till that, I'll view the manner of the town, peruse the traders, gaze upon the buildings, and then return and sleep within mine inn. For with long travel I am stiff and weary. Go, get thee away.
Many a man would take you at your word, and go indeed, having so good a mean.
A trusty villain, sir, that very oft when I am dull with care and melancholy, lightens my humor with his merry jests. What, will you walk with me about the town, and then go to my inn and dine with me?
Oh, I am invited, sir, to certain merchants of whom I hope to make much benefit. I crave your pardon. Soon at 5 o'clock, please you, I'll meet with you upon the mart, and afterward cajole you till bedtime. My present business calls me from you now.
Farewell till then. I will lose myself and wander up and down to view the city.
Sir, I commend you to your own content.
He that commends me to mine own content commends me to the thing I cannot get. I to the world am like a drop of water that in the ocean seeks another drop, who, falling there to find his fellow forth, unseen, inquisitive, confounds himself. So I, to find a mother and a brother, in quest of them, unhappy, lose myself. Ah, here comes the almanac of my true date. What, how chance thou art returned so soon?
Return so soon? Rather approach too late. The capon burns, the pig falls from the spit, the clock hath stricken 12 upon the bell. My mistress made it one upon my cheek. She is so hot because the meat is cold. The meat is cold because you come not home. You come not home because you have no stomach. You have no stomach having broke your fast. But we that know it is too fast, and pray, are penitent for your default today.
Stop in your wind, sir. Tell me this, I pray. Where have you left the money that I gave you?
Oh, 6pence that I had Wednesday last to pay the saddler for my mistress's crupper. The saddler had it, sir. I kept it not.
I am not in a sportive humor now. Tell me and dally not. Where is the money? We being strangers here, how darest thou trust so great a charge from thine own custody?
I pray you, heir, as you sit at dinner, I, from my mistress, come to you in post. For if I return, I shall be post indeed, for she will scorn your fault upon my pate. Methinks your maw, like mine, should be your clock, and strike you home without a messenger.
Come, Dromio, come. These jests are out of season. Reserve them till a merrier hour than this. Where is the gold I gave in charge to thee?
Why, sir, you gave no gold to me.
Come on, sir knave, have done your foolishness, and tell me how thou hast disposed thy charge.
My charge was but to fetch you from the mart. Home to your house? The phoenix, sir, to dinner. My mistress and her sister stays for you.
In what safe place have you bestowed my money? Or I will break that merry sconce of yours that stands on tricks when I am undisposed. Where is the 1,000 marks thou hadst of me?
I have some marks of yours upon my pate, some of my mistress's marks upon my shoulders, but not 1,000 marks between you both. If I should pay your worship those again, perchance you will not bear them patiently.
Thy mistress's marks? What mistress, slave, hast thou?
Your worship's wife? My mistress is the phoenix? She that doth fast you come home to dinner, and prays that you will hie you home to dinner.
What? Wilt thou flout me thus unto my face, being forbid? There, take you that, sir knave!
I beg you, sir, for God's sake, hold your hands. Nay, and you will not. That take my heels.
Upon my life, by some device or other, the villain is o'eraught of all my money. They say this town is full of cozenage, of nimble jugglers that deceive the eye, dark-lurking sorcerers that change the mind, soul-killing witches that deform the body, prating mountebanks, disguised cheaters, and many such like liberties of sin. If it proves so, I will be gone the sooner. I'll to the Centaur, to go seek this slave. I greatly fear my money is not safe.
Neither my husband nor the slave return. That such haste I simply seek his master. Sure, Luciana, it is too long.
Perhaps the merchant hath invited him, and from the mart he somewhere gone to dinner. Good sister, let us dine, never fret. A man is master of his liberty, time is their master. When they see time, they'll go or come. If so, be patient, sister.
Why should their liberty than ours be more?
Because their business still lies out a door.
Look, when I serve him so, he takes it ill.
Oh no, he's the bridle of your will.
There is none but asses will be bridled so.
Why, headstrong liberty is lashed with woe. There is nothing situate under heaven's eye, but hath his bounds in earth and sea and sky. The beasts, the fishes, and the winged fowls are their male subjects and at their controls. Men more divine, the masters of all these, lords of the wide world and wild watery seas, endued with intellectual sense and souls, of more preeminence than fish and fowls, are masters to their females and their lords. Then let your will attend on their accords.
This servitude makes you keep unwed, but were you wedded, would bear some sway.
Ere I learn love, I will practice to obey.
otherwhere.
Till he come home again, I would forbear.
Patience unmoved, no marvel though she pause. They can be meek that have no other cause. A wretched soul, bruised with adversity, we've been quiet when we hear it cry. But were we burdened with like weight of pain, as much or more would we ourselves complain? So thou that hast no unkind mate to grieve thee, with urging helpless patience wouldst relieve me. But if thou live to see thy right be reft, this full begging patience in thee will be left.
Well, I will marry one day, but to try. Here comes your man. Your husband is nigh.
Say, is your tardy master now at hand?
Nay, he is at two hands with me, and that my two own ears can witness.
Say, didst thou speak with him? Knowest thou his mind?
Aye, he told his mind upon mine ear, but shrew his hand, I could scarce understand it.
Spake he so doubtfully thou couldst not feel his meaning?
Nay, he struck so plainly I could too well feel his blows, and withal so doubtfully that I could scarce understand it.
But say, I prithee, is he coming home? It seems he hath great care to please his wife.
Why, mistress, sure my master is born mad.
Born mad, thou villain!
I mean, not cuckold mad, but sure, he is stark mad. When I desired him to come home to dinner, he asked me for 1,000 marks in gold. "'Tis dinner time," quoth I. "My gold," quoth he. "Your meat doth burn," quoth I. "My gold," quoth he. "Will you come home?" quoth I. "My gold," quoth he. "Where's the 1,000 marks I gave thee, villain?" "The pig," quoth I, "is burnt." "My gold," quoth he. "My mistress, sir," quoth I. "Hang up on thy mistress! I do not on thy mistress! Out on thy mistress!"
Quoth who?
Quoth my master. "I know," quoth he. "No house, no wife, no mistress." So that I run my errand, do unto my tongue, I thank him, I bear home upon my shoulders. For in conclusion, he did beat me there.
Back, slave, and fetch thy master home.
Go back again and be new beaten home? For God's sake, send some other messenger.
Back, slave, or I'll break thy pate across.
And he will bless that cross with another beating. Between you, I shall have a holy head.
Hence, pretty peasant, fetch thy master home.
Am I so round with you as you with me, that like a football you do spurn me thus? He will spurn me hence, and you will spurn me hither. If I last in the service, you must case me in leather.
Fie, how patience loureth in your face.
His company must do his minions grace, whilst I at home starve for a merry look. Hath homely age the lure and beauty took from my poor cheek? Then he hath wasted it. Are my discourses dull, barren my wit? If voluble and sharp discourse hath marred, then unkindness blunts it more than marble hard. Do their gay vestments his affections fade? It is not my fault, he is master of my state. What ruins are in me that can be found by him not ruined? Then is he the ground of my features? My decayed fair, a sunny look of his soon repair? But too unruly dear, he breaks the pale and feeds from home. Poor I am, but his stale.
Self-harming jealousy. Fie, beat it hence.
Unfeeling fools can with such wrongs dispense. I know his eye doth how much other, or else what lets it but he would be here. Sister, you know he promised me a chain. With that alone he would detain, so he keep fair quarter with his head. I see the jewel best in him, will lose his beauty if the gold bind still. That others touching and oft touching will wear gold, and no man that hath a name by falsehood and corruption doth it shame. And since that my beauty cannot please his eye, I'll weep what's left away, and weeping die.
How many fond fools serve mad jealousy?
The gold I gave to Dromio is laid up safe at the Centaur, and the heedful slave has wandered forth and prepared to seek me out by computation in mine host report. I could not speak with Dromio since at first I sent him from the mart. See, here he comes. How now, sir? Is your merry humor altered? As you love stroke, so jest with me again. You know no Centaur, you received no gold. Your mistress sent to have you home to dinner. My house was at the Phoenix? Wast thou mad, thus so madly thou didst answer me?
What answer, sir? When spake I such a word?
Even now, even here, not half an hour since.
I did not see you since you sent me hence. belonged to the centaur with the gold you gave me?
Villain, thou didst deny the gold receipt, and toldst me of a mistress and a dinner, for which I hope you felt I was displeased.
I'm glad to see you in this merry vein. What means this jest? I pray you, master, tell me.
Yea, dost thou jeer and flout me in the teeth? Thinkest thou I jest? Hold, take thou that!
Hold, sir, for God's sake! Now your jest is in earnest. Upon what bargain do you give it me?
Because that I familiarly sometimes do use you for my fool and chat with you, your sauciness will jest upon my love and make a common of my serious hours. When the sun shines, let foolish gnats make sport, but creep in crannies when he hides his beams. If you will jest with me, know my aspect, and fashion your demeanor to my looks, or I will beat this method in your sconce.
Sconce, call you it? So you would leave battering? I had rather have it ahead. And you use these blows along, I must get a sconce for my head and ensconce it too. Or else I shall seek my wit in my shoulders. But I pray, sir, why am I beaten?
Dost thou not know?
Nothing, sir, but that I am beaten.
Shall I tell you why?
Aye, sir, and wherefore? For they say every why hath a wherefore.
Why, first, for flouting me, and then wherefore, for urging it the second time to me.
Was there ever a man thus beaten out of season, when in the why and the wherefore is neither rhyme nor reason? Well, sir, I thank you.
Thank me, sir, for what?
Marry, sir, for this something you gave me for nothing.
I'll make you amends next, to give you nothing for something. But, say, sir, is it dinner time?
No, sir. I think the meat wants that I have.
In good time, sir? What's that?
Basting.
Well, sir, then 'twill be dry.
If it be, sir, I pray you eat none of it.
Your reason?
Lest it make you choleric, and purchase me another dry basting.
Well, sir, learn to jest in good time. There's a time for all things.
I durst have denied that before you were so choleric.
By what rule, sir?
Married, sir, by a rule as plain as the plain bald pate of Father Time himself.
Let's hear it.
There's no time for a man to recover his hair that grows bald by nature.
May he not do it by fine and recovery?
Yes, to pay a fine for a periwig and recover the lost hair of another man.
Why is time such a churl of hair, being, as it is, so plentiful in excrement?
Because it is a blessing that he hath bestowed on beasts, and what he hath scanted men in hair, he hath given them in wit.
Why, but there's many a man hath more hair than wit.
Not a man of those but he hath the wit to lose his hair.
Why, thou dost conclude hairy men plain dealers without wit.
The plainer dealer the sooner lost, yet he loseth it in a kind of jollity.
For what reason?
For two, and sound ones too.
Nay, not sound, I pray.
Sure ones then.
Nay, not sure, in a thing falsing.
Certain ones then.
Name them.
The one, to save the money that he spends in trimming. The other that at dinner they may not drop his porridge.
You would, after all this time, have proved there is no time for all things.
Marry and did, sir. Namely, no time to recover hair lost by nature.
But your reason was not substantial. Why, there is no time to recover.
Thus I mend it. Time himself is bald, and therefore to the world's end will have bald followers.
I knew 'twould be a bald conclusion. But soft, who wafts us yonder?
Aye, Antipholus, look strange and frown. Some other mistress hath thy sweet aspects. I'm not Adriana, nor thy wife. The time was once when thou unurged wouldst thou, that never words were music in thine ear, that never object pleased thy eye, that never touch no love from thy hand, that never meat sweet savor in thy taste, unless I spake, or looked, or touched, or carved to thee. How comes it now, my husband? How comes it that thou art thus estranged from thyself? Thyself I call it being strange to me, that undivided, incorporate, and better than thy dear self's better part. Do not tear away thyself from me. For know, as easy mayest thou fall a drop of water in the breaking gulf, and take unmingled that same drop again, without addition or diminishing, as take away thyself from me and not me too. How dearly would it touch me to the quick, shouldst thou hear that I were licentious, that this body, consecrate to thee, by ruffian lust should be contaminate. Wouldst thou not spit at me, and spurn at me, and hurl the name of husband in my face, and tear the stained skin off my harlot brow, and from my false hand cut the wedding ring, and break it with a deep divorcing vow? I know thou canst. I am possessed with an adulterate plot. My blood is mingled with the crime of lust. For if we two be one, and now play false, and do digest the poison of thy flesh, being strengthened then by thy contagion, keep then parleying in truce with thy true bed. I live unstained, how undishonored.
Bleed you to me, fair dame? I know you not. In Ephesus I'm 2 hours old, as strange unto your town as to your talk, who every word by all my wit being scanned, want wit in all one word to understand.
Fie, brother, how the world is changed with you. Where want you to use my sister thus? She sends for you by Dromio home to dinner.
By Dromio?
By me? By thee, and didst thou didst return from him, that he did buffet thee in his blows, denied my house for his, me for his wife.
Did you converse, sir, with this gentlewoman? What is the course and drift of your compact?
I, sir, I never saw her till this time.
Billy, thou liest, for even her very words didst thou deliver to me on the mart.
I never spake with her in all my life.
How can she thus then call us by our names? Unless it be by inspiration.
How ill agrees it with your gravity to counterfeit thus grossly with your slave, abetting him to thwart me in my mood. Be it my wrong, you are from me exempt, but wrong, not that wrong, some more contempt. Come, I will fasten on the sleeve of thine, thou art an elm, my husband, I, a vine, whose weakness, married to thy stronger state, gives me with thy strength to communicate. If aught possess thee for me, it is dross. You took ivy, briar, or idle moss, who all for want of pruning, with intrusion, infect thy sap, and live on thy confusion.
To me she speaks. She moves me for her theme. What, was I married to her in my dream? Or sleep I now and think I hear all this? What error drives our eyes and ears amiss? Until I know the sure and certainty, I'll entertain the effort fallacy.
Dromio, go with the servants, spread for dinner.
Oh, for my fiends! I cross me for a sinner! This is the fairyland! Oh, spite of spites! We talk with goblins, elves, and sprites! If we obey them not, this will ensue! They'll suck our breath or pinch us black and blue!
Why prayest to thyself and answerest not? Dromio, thou drone, thou snail, thou slug, thou sot.
I am transformed, master, am I not?
I think thou art in mind, and so am I.
Nay, both in mind and in my shape.
Thou hast thine own form.
No, I am an ape.
If thou art chased to aught, 'tis to an ass.
'Tis true, she rides me and I long for grass. 'Tis so, I am an ass. Else it could never be but that I should know her as well as she knows me.
Come, come, no longer will I be a fool, to put the finger in the eye of mute, whilst man and master laugh at the scorn. Come, sir, to dinner. Dromio, keep the gate. Husband, I will dine above with you today, and strive you 1,000 idle pranks. Sierra, if any ask you for your master, say he dines forth, and let no creature enter. Come, sister. Dromio, play the porter well.
Am I in earth, in heaven, or in hell? Sleeping or waking, mad or well advised, known unto these and to myself disguised. I'll say as they say, and persevere so, and in this misstead all adventures go.
Master, shall I be porter at the gate?
I none enter, lest I break your pains.
Come, come and tickle us. We dine too late.
Good Signor Angelo, you must excuse us all. My wife is shrewish when I keep not ours. Say they lingered with you at your shop to see the making of her carcenet, and that tomorrow you will bring it home. But here's a villain that would face me down. He met me on the march, and that I beat him and charged him in 1,000 marks in gold, and that I did deny my wife and house. Thou drunkard, thou, what dost thou mean by this?
Say what you will, sir, but I know what I know. That you beat me at the mart. I have your hands to show. If the skin were parchment and the blows you gave were ink, your own handwriting would tell what I think.
I think thou art an ass.
Marry, so it doth appear. By the wrongs I suffer and the blows I bear, I should kick. Being kicked and being at that pass, you would keep from my heels and beware of an ass.
You're sad, Signor Balthazar. Pray God our chair may answer my goodwill and your good welcome here.
I hold your taste is cheap, sir, and your welcome dear.
Signor Balthazar, either at flesh or fish. A table full of welcome makes scarce one dainty dish.
Good meat, sir, is common that every churl affords.
And welcome more common, for that's nothing but words.
Small cheer and quick welcome makes a merry feast.
Aye, to a churlish host, and more sparing guest. Though my cates be mean, take them in good part. Better cheer me have, but not with better heart. But soft, my doors are locked. Go, bid them let us in.
Maud! Bridget! Marianne! Cecile! Julian! Jen!
Mole, Maltors, Capon, Coxcomb, Idiot, Patch. Either get thee from the door or sit down at the hatch. Dost thou conjure for wenches that thou calls for such store when one is one too many? Go, get thee from the door.
What patch is made our porter? My master stays in the street.
Let him walk from whence he came, lest he catch cold on his feet.
Who talks with it there? Ho, open the door.
Right, sir. I'll tell you when, and you tell me wherefore.
Wherefore? For my dinner. I have not dined today.
Nor today, here you must not. Come again when you may.
What art thou that keepest me from the house I owe?
The porter for this time, sir, and my name is Dromio.
Oh, villain! Thou hast stolen both mine office and my name. The one near got me credit, the other mickle blame. If thou hast been Dromio today in my place, thou would have changed thy face for a name, or thy name for an ass.
What recoil is there, Dromio? Who are those at the gate?
Let my master in loose.
Faith, no. He comes too late, and so tell your master.
Oh, Lord, I must laugh. Have at you with a proverb. Shall I set it in my staff?
Have at you with another? That when can you tell?
If thy name be called Luce, Luce, thou hast answered him well.
Do you hear, you minion? You'll let us in, I hope.
I thought to have asked you.
And you said no.
So, ha-ha! Ha-ha! Oh, shrug. There was blow for blow.
Thou back, let me in.
Can you tell for whose sake?
Master, knock the door hard.
Let him knock till it ain't.
You'll cry for this minion if I beat the door down.
What needs all that and a pair of stocks in the town?
Who is at the door that keeps all this noise?
By my troth, your town is troubled with unruly boys.
Are you there? Wife, you might have come before.
Your wife, sir knave? Go get you from the door.
If you were in pain, master, this name would go sore.
Here is neither cheer, sir, nor welcome.
We'd fain have either.
In debating which was best, we shall part with neither.
They stand at the door, master. Bid them welcome hither.
There's something in the wind that we cannot get in.
You would say so, master, if your garments were thin. Your cake there is warm within. You stand here in the cold. It would make a man mad as a buck to be so bought and sold.
Go fetch something, I'll break open the gate.
Break any breaking here, and I'll break your knave's pate.
A man may break a word with you, sir, and words are but wind, and break it in your face so we break it not behind.
It seems thou wantest breaking. Out upon thee, hind.
There's too much out upon thee. I pray thee, let me in.
Aye, when fowls have no feathers and fish have no fin.
Well, I'll break it. Go borrow me a crow.
A crow without a feather. Master, mean you so? For a fish without a fin, there's a fowl without a feather. If a crow help us in, sirrah, we will pluck a crow together.
Go get thee gone, fetch me an iron crow.
Have patience, sir. Oh, let it not be so. Here you warrant your reputation and draw within the compass of suspect the unviolated honor of your wife. What's this? Your long experience of her wisdom, her sober virtue, years of modesty. Plead over the parson cost you will know. And doubt not, sir, for she will well excuse. Why at this time? The doors are made against you. Be ruled by me. Depart in patience. Enlist the tiger on to dinner. And about evening come yourself alone to know the reason of this strange restraint. If by strong hand you offer to break in, now in the stirring passage of the day, a vulgar comment will be made of it. And that's supposed by the common route of your yet ungalled estimation, that may with foul intrusion enter in and dwell upon your grave when you are dead. For slander lives upon succession, forever house where it gets possession.
You have prevailed. I will depart in quiet, and in despite of mirth, mean to be merry. I know a wench of excellent discourse, pretty and witty, wild, and yet too gentle. There we will dine, this woman, that I mean my wife, but I protest, without dessert, hath oftentimes upbraided me withal. To her we will to dinner. Get you home, and fetch the chain, by this I know 'tis made. Bring it, I pray, to the porpentine. For there's the house. That chain will I bestow among my wife. Upon mine house is there a good certain case. Since my own doors refuse to entertain me, I'll knock elsewhere to see if they'll disdain me.
I'll meet you at that place in our heads.
Do so. This jest shall cost you some expense.
And may it be that you have quite forgot a husband's office? Shall Antipholus, even in the spring of love thy love spring brought, shall love in building grow so ruinous? If you did wed my sister for her wealth, then for her wealth's sake use her with more kindness. Or if you like elsewhere, do it by stealth. Muffle your false love with some show of blindness. Let not my sister read it in your eye. Be not thy tongue thy own shame's order. Look sweet, be fair, become disloyalty. Apparel vice like virtue's harbinger. Bear a fair presence, though your heart be tainted. Be secret false wit, needs you be acquainted. What simple thief brags of his own attaint? 'Tis double rocked and true with your bed, and let her read it in thy looks at board. Shame had the blackguard's fame. Well managed, ill deeds are doubled with evil word. Alas, poor women, make us but believe, being compact of credit that you love us. Though others have the arm, show us the sleeve. We in your motion turn, and you may move us. Then, gentle brother, get you in again. Comfort my sister, cheer her, call her wife. 'Tis holy sport to be a little vain, whilst we read the flattery conquer strife.
Sweet mistress, what your name is else I know not, nor but would wonder you do know of mine. Less in your knowledge and your grace you show not that our earth's wonder, more than earth divine. Teach me, dear creature, how to think and speak. Lay it open to my earthly gross conceit, the smothered in errors, feeble, shallow, weak, the folded meaning of your words' conceit. Against my soul's pure truth, why labor you to make it wander in an unknown field? Are you a god? Would you create me new? Transform me then, and to your power I'll yield. But if that I, then well I know your weeping sister is no wife of mine, nor to her bed no homage do I owe. Far more to you do I decline. Oh, train me not, sweet mermaid, with thy note to drown in thy sister's flood of tears. Sing, siren, for thyself, and I will dote. Spread o'er the silver waves thy golden hairs, and as a bed I'll take them, and there lie, and in that glorious supposition think he gains by death that hath such means to die. Let love, being light, be drowned if she sink.
What, are you mad that you do reason so?
Not mad. Mated. How, I do not know.
It is a fault that springeth from your eye.
For gazing on your beams, fair sun, being by.
Gaze where you should, and that will clear your sight.
As good to wink, sweet love, as look on night.
Why call you me love? Call my sister so.
Thy sister's sister.
That's my sister.
No, it is thyself, my own self's better part, mine eye's clear eye, my dear heart's dearer heart, my food, my fortune, and my sweet hope's aim, my soul earth's heaven, and my heaven's claim.
All this my sister is, or else should be.
Call thyself sister sweet, for I am thee. Thee will I love, and with thee lead my life. Thou hast no husband yet, nor I no wife. Give me thy hand.
Oh, stop there, hold you still. I'll fetch my sister to get her goodwill.
Why, how now, Dromio? Where buddest thou so fast?
Do you know me, sir? Am I Dromio? Am I your man? Am I myself?
Thou art Dromio, thou art my man, thou thyself.
I am an ass. I am a woman's man, and besides myself.
What woman's man? And how besides thyself? Besides thyself?
I am due to a woman. One that claims me. One that haunts me. One that will have me!
What claim lays she to thee?
Mary, such a claim as you would lay to your horse. And she would have me as a beast. Not that I, being a beast, she would have me, but that she, being a very beastly creature, lays claim to me.
What is she?
A very reverend body. Such a one as a man may not speak of without he say, Sir Reverence. I have but lean luck in the matching, yet is she a wondrous fat marriage.
How dost thou mean a fat marriage?
Mary, sir, she's the kitchen wench, and all grease. And I know not what use to put her to, but to make a lamp from her, and run from her by her own light. I warrant her rags and all the tallow in them will burn a Poland winter. If she lives till doomsday, she'll burn a week longer than the whole world.
What complexion is she of?
Swart like my shoe, but her face nothing half so clean kept. For why she sweats? A man may go over shoes in the grime of it.
That is a fault that water will mend.
No, sir, 'tis ingrained. Noah's flood could not do it.
What's her name?
Nil, sir, but her name in 3/4. As an L in 3/4 will not measure her from hip to hip.
Then she bears some breadth.
No longer from head to foot than from hip to hip. She's spherical. Like a globe. I could find out countries in her.
In what part of her body stands Ireland?
Marry, sir, in her buttocks. I found it out by the bogs.
Or Scotland?
I found it hard in the barrenness of her hand.
Where France?
In her full head, armed and rebirth making war against ill air.
Where England?
I looked for the chalky cliffs, but I could find no whiteness in them. But I guess it stood in her chin, by the salt room that ran between France and it.
Where Spain?
Faith, I saw it not, but I felt it hot in her breath.
Where America? The Indies?
Oh, sir, upon her nose, all o'er-embellished with rubies, carbuncles, sapphires, declining their rich aspect to the hot breath of Spain, who sent whole armados of carracks to be balanced at her nose.
Where stood Belgium? The Netherlands?
Oh, sir, I did not look so low.
diviner laid claim to me, called me Dromio, swore I was assured to her, told me what privy marks I had about me as the mark on my shoulder, the mole on my neck, the great wart on my left arm, that I, amazed, ran from her as a witch. And I think if my breast had not been made of faith and my heart of steel, she had transformed me to a curdle dog and made me turn at the wheel.
Go hide thee presently, post to the road, and if the winds blow any way from shore, I will not harbor in this town tonight. If any bark put forth, go to the mart, where I will walk till thou return to me. If everyone knows us and we know none, 'tis time, I think, to trudge, pack, and be gone.
As from a bear a man would run for life, so fly I from her that would be my wife.
There's none but witches to inhabit here, and therefore 'tis high time that I relent. She that doth call me husband, even my soul doth for a wife abhor. But her fair sister, possessed with such a gentle sovereign grace, of such enchanting presence and discourse, hath almost made me traitor to myself. But lest myself be guilty to self-wrong, I'll stop mine ears against the mermaid's song.
Master Antipholus.
Aye, that's my name.
I know it well, sir. Lo, here's the chain. I thought to have taken you out the porpentine, but the chain unfinished made me stay thus long.
What is your will that I shall do with this?
What please yourself, sir. I've made it for you.
For me, sir? I bespoke it not.
Not once, nor twice, but 20 times you have. Go home and please your wife withal, and soon, at supper time, I will visit you and receive my money for the chain.
I pray you, sir, receive the money now, for fear you ne'er see the change or money more.
You are a merry man, sir. Fare you well.
What I should think of this, I cannot tell. But this I think. There is no man that is so vain that would refuse so fair an offered chain. I see a man here needs not live by ships, when in the streets he meets such golden gifts. I'll to the mart, and there for Dromio stay. If any ship put out, then straight away.
You know, since Pentecost some is due, and since I have not much importuned you, nor now I had not, but I am bound to Persia and want guilders for my voyage. Therefore make present satisfaction, or I'll attach you by this officer.
Even just the sum that I do owe to you is growing to me by Antipholus. In the instant I met with you, he handed me a chain. At 5 o'clock, I shall receive the money for the same. Please with you, walk with me down to his house. I will discharge my bond and thank you too.
That labor may you say, see where he comes.
While I go to the goldsmith's house, go down by road's end. That will I bestow among my wife and her confederates, for locking me out of my doors by day. But soft, I see the goldsmith. Go, get thee gone, buy thou a rope, and bring it home to me.
I buy £1,000 a year. I buy a rope.
A man as well hope up with much trust to you. I promised your presence and the chain, but neither chain nor goldsmith came to me. Belike you thought our love would last too long, if it were chained together, and therefore came not.
Saving your merry humor, sir. Here's a note. How much your chain weighs, the utmost care. The finest of the golden charge for fashion, which doth about 3 odd ducats more than I stand indebted to this gentleman. I pray you, see him presently discharged, for he is bound to sea and stays but for it.
I am not furnished for the present money. Besides, I have some business in the town. Good senor, take this stranger to my house, and with you the chain, and bid my wife disperse to some other seat thereof. Perchance I'll be there as soon as you.
Then you will bring the chain for yourself.
No, bear it with you, lest I come not time enough.
Well, I will, sir. Have you the chain about you?
And if not, sir, I pray you have, or else you may return without your money.
Nay, come, sir. Give me the chain. Both wind and tide stays for this gentleman, and I, to blame, have held him here too long.
Good Lord, use this dime to excuse your break your promise than a porpentine. I should have chid you for not bringing it. But like a shrew, you first began to brawl.
The hour still is on. I pray you, sir, dispatch.
You hear how he importunes me. The chain?
Why, give it to my wife and fetch your money.
You know I gave it you even now. Either send the chain or send me by some token.
Fine, now you're in this humor out of breath. Where's the chain? I pray you let me see it.
My business cannot brook this dalliance. Good sir, say whether you'll answer me or no, if not, I'll leave him to the officer.
I answer you. What should I answer you?
The money that you owe me for the chain.
I owe you none till I receive the chain.
You know I gave you half an hour since.
You gave me none. You wrong me much to say so.
You wrong me more, sir, in denying it. Consider how it stands upon my credit.
Well, officer, arrest him at my suit.
I do, and charge with the Duchess' name to obey me.
This touches me in reputation. Either consent to pay the sum, or I attach you, vice officer.
Ha! Consent to pay thee that I never had. Arrest me, foolish fellow, if thou darest.
Here's thy fee. Arrest him, officer. I would not spare my brother in this case if he should scorn me so apparently.
I do arrest you, sir. You hear the suit.
I will obey thee till I give thee bail. But, sirrah, you shall buy this sport as dear as all the metal in your shop will answer.
Sir, I will have law and emphasis. Your notorious shame, I doubt it not.
Master! There is a bark of Epidonum that puts forth but till her owner comes aboard. And then, sir, she bears away. Our frauded sir, I have conveyed aboard, and I have bought the oil, the balsamum, and the aquavitae. The ship is in her trim, the merry wind blows fair from land. They stay for not at all, but for their owner, master, and yourself.
How now, a madman? Why, thou Peter sheep, what should my epidemic say for me?
A ship you sent me to higher waftage.
Thou drunken slave, I sent thee for a rope, and told thee to what purpose and what end.
You sent me for a rope's end soon. You sent me to the bay, sir, for a bark.
I'll debate this matter in more leisure, and teach your ears to listen to this more heed. To Adriana, the hide thee straight, give her this key. Give her this key, and tell her there is the desk that's covered with a Turkish tapestry. There's a purse of ducats, let her send it. Tell her I am arrested in the street, and that shall bail me. Hide thee, slave, be gone. On officer, to prison till it come.
To Adriana. That is where we dined. Where Dowsamel did claim me for her husband. She is too big, I hope, for me to compass. Thither I must, although against my will, for servants must their masters' minds fulfill.
Makest thou in this case of his heart's meteors tilting in his face?
First he denied you had him no right,
He meant to give me none, the more my spite.
then swore he was a stranger here,
And true he swore, though yet forsworn he were.
then pleaded I for you.
And what said he?
That love I begged for you, he begged of me,
With what persuasion did he tempt thy love?
with words that in honesty might move. First he did praise my beauty, then my speech.
Did speak him fair?
Have patience, I beseech.
I cannot, nor I will not. Hold me still. My tongue, though not my heart, shall have his will. He is deformed, crooked, old, and sere, ill-faced, worse-bodied, shapeless everywhere, vicious, ungentle, foolish, blunt, unkind, stigmatic making, worse in mind.
I would be jealous of such a one, or the loss of wail when it is gone.
Oh, but I think him better than I say, and yet here in others' eyes were worse. Far from her nest the lapwing cries away. My heart prays for him, though my tongue do curse.
Here, go, the desk, the purse, sweet, now make haste.
Is he well?
No, he's in Tartar's limbo, worse than hell. A devil in an everlasting garment hath him. One whose hard heart is buttoned up with steel. A fiend, a fury, pitiless and rough. A wolf, nay worse, a fellow all in buff. A back friend, a shoulder clapper, one that countermands the passages of alleys, creeks, and narrow lands. A hound that runs counter and yet draws dry foot well. One that before the judgment carries poor souls to hell.
Why, man, what is the matter?
I do not know the matter. He is rested on the case.
What is he arrested? Tell me in whose suit.
I know not in whose suit he is rested well, but he's in a suit of buff which rests him. That I can tell. Will you send him, mistress? Redemption? The money in his desk?
Go fetch it, sister. This I wonder at, that he, unknown to me, should be in debt. Tell me, was he arrested on a band?
Not on a band, but on a stronger thing. A chain, a chain! Do you not hear a ring?
What, the chain?
No, the bell! 'Tis time that I were gone. It was 2 ere I left him, and now the clock strikes 1.
The hours come back, but did I never hear?
Oh yes, if any hour meets sergeant, it turns back for very fear.
As if time were in debt, how fondly dost thou reason?
Time is a very bankrupt and owes more than he's worth to season. Nay, he's a thief too. Have you not heard men say that time comes stealing on by night and day? If time be in debt and theft, and a sergeant in the way, hath he not reason to turn back an hour in a day?
Go, Dromio, there's the money. Bear it straight and bring thy master home immediately. Come, sister, I'm pressed with conceit. Conceit my comfort of my injury.
There's not a man I meet but doth salute me as if I were their well-acquainted friend. And everyone doth call me by my name. Some tender money to me, some invite me, some other give me thanks for kindnesses, some offer me commodities to buy. Even now, a tailor called me in his shop and showed me silks that he had bought for me, and therewithal took measure of my body. Sure, these are but imaginary wiles, and Lapland sorcerers inhabit here.
Master! Here's the gold you sent me for. What? Have you got the picture of old Adam you have heralded?
What gold is this? What Adam dost thou mean?
Not that Adam that kept the paradise, but that Adam that keeps the prison. He that goes in the calfskin and was killed for the prodigal. He that came behind you, sir, like an evil angel, and bid you forsake your liberty.
I understand thee not.
No? Why, 'tis a plain case. He that went like a base vial in a case of leather. The man, sir, who when gentlemen are tired gives them a sob and rests them. He who takes pity on decayed men and gives them suits of durance. He who sets up his rest to do more exploits with his mace than a Morris pike.
What? Thou meanest an officer?
Aye, sir, the sergeant of the band. He who brings any man to answer it that breaks his band. One that thinks a man always going to bed and says, God give you good rest.
Well, sir, then rest in your foolery. Is there any...
Why, sir, I brought you word an hour since that the bark expedition put forth tonight. And then were you hindered by the sergeant to tarry for the hoy delay. Here are the angels you sent for to deliver you.
The fellow is distracted, and so am I. And here we wander in illusions. Some blessed power deliver us from hence.
Well met, Master Antipholus. I see, sir, you found the goldsmith now. Is this the chain you promised me today?
Satan, avoid, I charge thee, tempt me not.
Master, is this Mistress Satan?
It is the devil.
Nay, she's worse. She is the devil's dam. And here she comes in the habit of a light wench. And thereof comes that the wenches may say, God damn me. That's as much to say, God make me a light wench. It is written, they appear to men like angels of light. Light is an effect of fire, and fire will burn. Ergo, light wenches will burn.
anointed fiend, what tellst thou me of supping? Thou art, as you are all, a sorceress. I conjure thee to leave me and be gone.
Give me the ring of mine you had at dinner, or, for my diamond, the chain you promised, and I'll be gone, sir, and not trouble you.
Some devils ask but the paring of one's nail, a brush, a hair, a drop of blood, a pin, a nut, a cherry stone. But she, more covetous, would have a chain. Master, be wise, and if you give it her, the devil will shake her chain and fright us with it.
I pray you, sir, my ring, or else the chain. I hope you do not mean to cheat me so.
Avaunt, thou witch! Come from me, or let us go.
Fly, pride, says the peacock. Mistress, that you know.
Now out of doubt, and to bliss it mad, else would he never so demean himself. A ring he hath of mine, worth 40 ducats, and for the same he promised me a chain. Both one and other, he denies me now. The reason I gather he is mad, besides present instance of his rage, is a mad tale he told today at dinner of his own doors being shut against his entrance. Belike his wife, acquainted with his fits, on purpose shut the doors against his way. My way now is to hide home to his house, and to tell his wife that, being lunatic, he'd rushed to my house and took perforce my ring away. This course I fittest choose, for 40 ducats is too much to lose.
Fear me not, man. I will not break away. I'll give thee, ere I leave thee, so much money to warn thee as I'm rested for. My wife is in a wayward mood today, and will not likely trust a messenger that should be attached in Ephesus. I tell you, 'twill sound harshly in her ears. Here comes my man. I think he brings the money. How now, sir? Have you what I sent you for?
Here's that, I warn you. We'll pay them all.
But where's the money?
Why, sir, I gave the money for the rope.
500 ducats? Villain, for a rope?
I'll serve thee, sir, 500 at the rate.
To what end did I bid thee hie thee home?
To a rope's end, sir, and to that end I am returned.
And to that end, sir, I welcome you.
Good sir, be patient.
Hey, tis for me to be patient. I am in adversity.
Good. Now hold thy tongue.
Nay, rather persuade him to hold his hands.
Thou horse and senseless villain!
I were senseless, sir, that I might not feel your blows.
Thou art sensible in nothing but blows, and so is an ass.
I am an ass indeed. You may prove it by my long ears. I have served him from the hour of my nativity to this instant, and have nothing at his hands for my service but blows. When I am cold, he heats me with a beating. When I am warm, he cools me with a beating. I am waked with it when I sleep, raised with it when I sit, driven out of doors with it when I go from home, welcomed home with it when I return. Nay, I bear it on my shoulders, as a beggar wont her brat. And I think when he hath lamed me with it, I shall beg with it from door to door.
Come, go along. My wife is coming yonder.
Mistress! Respeech finem, respects your end, or rather, the prophecy like the parrot, mirror the rope's end.
Wilt thou still talk?
How say you now? Is not your husband mad?
His incivility confirms no less. Good Dr. Finch, you are a conqueror. Establish him in his true sense again, and I will appease you with what you will demand.
Alas, how flattery and sharp he looks. Mark how he trembles in his ecstasy.
Give me your hand and let me feel your pulse.
There's my hand. Let it fill your ear.
I charge thee, Satan, house within this man to yield possession to my holy prayers, and to thy state of darkness hide thee straight. I conjure thee by all the saints in heaven.
Peace, Tony, sir, peace. I am not mad.
Hold that thou wert not, for distressed soul.
You minion, you. Are these your customers? Did this companion with a saffron face revel at feast at my house today? Whilst upon me the guilty doors were shut, and I denied to enter.
Oh, husband, God doth know you dined at home today.
Where would you have remained until this time, free from these slanders and this open shame?
Dined at home? Thou villain, what sayest thou?
Sir, sooth to say, you did not dine at home.
Did she not herself revile me there?
Sans fable, she herself reviled you there.
Did not her kitchen maid rail, taunt, and scorn me?
Certes she did. The kitchen vessel scorned you.
Did I not enraged depart from thence?
In verity you did. My bones bear witness that since I felt the vigor of his rage.
It's good to soothe him in these contraries.
It is no shame. The fellow finds his vein, and yielding to him, humors well his frenzy.
Thou hast suborned the goldsmith to arrest me.
Alas, I sent you money to receive Remio here, who came in haste.
Money by me! Heart and goodwill you might, but surely, master, not a rag of money.
Wouldst thou not send to her for a purse of ducats?
He came to me and I delivered it.
And I'm witness with her that she did.
God and the robe maker bear witness to me that I was sent for nothing but a robe.
Mistress, but man and master is possessed. I know it by their pale and deadly looks. They must be bound and laid in some dark room.
Say, wherefore dost thou lock me forth today? And what dost thou deny the bag of gold?
I did not, gentle husband, lock me forth.
And I, gentle master, received no gold, but I confess, sir, that we were locked out.
Dissembling villain, thou speakest false in both.
Dissembling harlot! Thou art false in all, and thou art a confederate with a damned pack to make a lonesome, abject scorn of me. With these nails, I'll pluck out these false eyes. To behold in me, the shameful smart!
Oh, find him, would not come near me.
More company! The feet is strong within him!
I mean, poor man, how pale and wan he looks.
What, will you murder me? Thou jailer thou, I am thy prisoner. Wilt thou suffer them to make a rescue?
Masters, let him go. He is my prisoner, and you shall not have him.
Go bind this man for his ranting too!
What wilt thou do, thou peevish officer? Hast thou delight to see a wretched man do outrage and displeasure to himself?
He is my prisoner. If I let him go, the debt he owes will be required of me.
I will discharge thee ere I go from thee. Bear me forthwith into his creditor, and knowing how the debt goes, I will pay it. See him safe conveyed and come to my house. Oh, most unhappy day.
Oh, most unhappy strumpet.
Master, I am here to enter his bond for you.
Out on thee, villain, wherefore dost thou mad me?
We be back for nothing. Be back, good master. Cry, the devil!
God help poor souls, how idly do they talk.
Go bear him hence. Sister, go you with me.
Oh!
Now, whose suit is he arrested in?
Juan Angelo, a goldsmith. Do you know him?
I know the man. What is the sum he owes?
200 ducats.
Say, how grows it due?
Due for a chain your husband had of him.
He didn't speak to change for me, but
Had it not.
When as your husband all enraged came to my house and took away my ring, the ring I saw upon his finger now. Straight after did I meet him.
it may be so, but I did never see it. Come, jailer,
Bring me where the goldsmith is. I want to know the truth here for large.
God for thy mercy, they're loose again!
And come with naked sword. Let us call for more help and have them bound again. Away! Look at us!
I see these witches are afraid of swords.
She that would be your wife now ran from you.
Come to the centaur. Fetch our stuff from thence. I long that we were safe and sound aboard.
They stay here this night. They will surely do us no harm. You saw they speak us fair, give us gold. Methinks they are such a gentle nation that, but for the mountain of mad flesh that claims marriage of me, I could find in my heart to stay here still in Turnwich.
I will not stay tonight for all the town. Therefore away, to get our stuff aboard.
I am sorry, sir, that I have injured you, but I protest. He had of me chained, though most dishonestly he doth deny it.
How is the man esteemed in the city?
A very reverend reputation, sir. Credit infinite, highly beloved, second to none that lives here in this city. His word might bear my wealth at any time.
Speak softly, yonder as I think he walks.
never did deny it.
Yes, that you did, sir, forswear it too.
Who heard me to deny it or forswear it?
These ears, my thou knowest did hear thee. Fie on thee, wretch! 'Tis pity that thou livest longer any on this mere resort.
Thou art a villain to impeach me thus. I'll prove mine honor and mine honesty against thee presently if thou darest stand.
I dare and defy thee for villain!
Hold her! Not for God's sake, he is mad! Some get to him. Take his sword away. I'm doing it too.
Run to the house!
Run, master, run! For God's sake, take a house! This is some priory! In or we're spoiled!
Be quiet, people! Wherefore throng you hither?
To fetch my quarter-striking husband hence. Let us come in when we find him fast and bear him home for his recovery.
I knew he was not his perfect twins.
I am sorry now that I did draw him.
How long hath this possession held the man?
This week he hath been heavy, sour, sad, and much different than the man he was. But till this afternoon his passion near brake into extremity of rage.
Hath he not lost much wealth by wreck of sea? Buried some dear friend? Hath not else his eyes strayed his affection and unlawful love? A sin prevailing much in youthful men, who give their eyes the liberty of gazing. Which of these sorrows is he subject to?
To none of these, except to be the last, namely some love that drew him off from home.
You should for that have reprehended him.
Why, so I did,
Aye, but not rough enough.
as roughly as my modesty would let me.
Haply, in private.
And in assemblies too.
Aye, but not enough.
It was the copy of our conference. In bed he slept not for my urging it. At board he fed not for my urging it. Alone it was the subject of my theme. In company I often glanced him. Still did I tell him it was vile and mad.
And thereof came it that the man was mad. The venom clamors of a jealous woman, poisons more deadly than a mad dog's tooth. It seems his sleeps were hindered by thy railing, and therefore comes it that his head is light. Thou sayest his meat was sauced with thy upbraidings, unquiet meals regale digestions. Thereof the raging fire of fever bred, and what's a fever but a fit of madness? Thou sayest his sports were hindered by thy brawls. Sweet recreation barred what doth ensue, but moody and dull melancholy, kinsman to grim and comfortless despair, and at her heels a huge infectious troop of pale distemperatures and foes to life. In food, in sport, in life-preserving rest, to be disturbed with mad or man or beast, the consequence is that thy jealous fits have scared thy husband from the use of wits.
She never reprehended him but mildly, when he demeaned himself rough, rude, and wildly. Why bear you these rebukes and answerest not?
She did betray me to my own proof. Good people, enter and lay hold on him.
No, not a creature enters in my house.
Then let your servants bring my husband forth.
Neither. He took this place for sanctuary, and it shall privilege him from your hands, till I have brought him to his wits again, or lose my labor in assaying it.
I will attend my husband, be his nurse, die in his sickness, for it is my office, and will have no attorney but myself. Therefore let me have my husband home with me.
Be patient, for I will not let him stir till I have used the approved means I have, with wholesome syrups, drugs, and holy prayers, to make of him a former man again. It is a branch and parcel of mine oath, a charitable duty of my order. Therefore depart and leave him here with me.
I will not hence and leave my husband here, and no doctor seem your holiness to separate the husband and the wife.
Be quiet and depart. Thou shalt not have him.
Complain unto the Duchess of this indignity.
Go. I will hold her straight at her feet and never rise again, until my tears and prayers have won her grace to come in person hither and take from force my husband from the abbess.
By this, I think the dial points at 5. Anon, I'm sure the Duchess herself in person comes this way to Melancholyville, the place of death and sorry execution beyond the ditches of the abbey here. Upon what cause? To see our reverend Syracusian merchant, who put unluckily into this bay, against the laws and statutes of this town, beheaded publicly for his offense.
See where they come. We will behold his death.
Kneel to the Duchess before she pass the abbey.
Yet once again, proclaim it publicly. If any friend will pay the sum for him, he shall not die. So much the tender him.
Justice, most sacred Duchess, against the abbess.
She is a virtuous and reverend lady. It cannot be that she has done me wrong.
May it please your grace, Antipholus, my husband, whom I made lord of me and all I had. At your important letters this ill day, a most outrageous fit of madness took him. That desperately he hurried through the streets, with him his bondman, all as bad as he, doing displeasure to the citizens by rushing into houses, burying remains, rings, jewels, anything his rage should fight. Once I did him bound and sent home, was to take order of the wrongs that went, that here and there his fury had committed. Anon I wot not by what strong escape he broke from those that guarded him. With his mad attendant and himself, each one with ireful passion, with drawn swords, met us again and madly bent on us. Chased us away to raise him more aid, we came again to bind them. And here the abbess shuts the gates on us, and will not suffer us to fetch him out, nor send them forth by mere hens. Therefore, most gracious Duchess, with that command, let my husband be brought forth, and warn him to help.
Long since thy husband served me in my words, and I to thee engaged a princess's word, when thou didst make him master of thy bed, to do him all the grace and good I could. Go, some of you, knock at the abbey gate, and bid the lady abbess come to me. I will determine this before I stir.
Oh, mistress! Mistress! Shift and save yourself. My master's mere book broke loose. The inmates around found the doctor, whose beard is sent up with rays of fire. And as it blazed, they threw on him red pills and puddle fire to quench the hair. My master preached patience to him. In the while, his man was scissored, makes him like a fool. And sir, unless your sister present help, between them, they will kill the conjurer.
Peace, fool. That man and his master are here, and this is false thou dost report to us.
Mistress, upon my life I tell you true. I have not breathed almost as I did see it. He cries for you and bows. If he can take you, to scorch your face and to disfigure you. Hark, hark, I hear mistress fly. Be gone.
Come, stand by me, fear nothing. Guard with halberd.
He is my husband. Witness you, he is born about visible. Even now he has from the abbey here, and now he's there. Has blood of human reason.
Justice, most gracious Duchess, oh, grant me justice. Even for a service I long since did for thee, why bishored thee in the wars, but took deep scars to save thy life. Even for the blood I then lost for thee, now grant me justice.
Unless the fear of death just make me dote, I see my son Antipholus and Dromio.
Justice, your grace, against that woman there. She who of this day gave us to be my wife hath abused and dishonored me, even in the strength and height of injury. Beyond imagination is the wrong that she this day hath thrown shame on me.
Discover how, and thou shalt find me just.
This day, your grace, she locked me out while his harlots feasted in my house.
A grievous fault. Say, woman, didst thou so?
No, myself, he, and my sister today did dine together. So befall my soul, this is false he burdens me withal.
Ne'er may I look on day, nor sleep on night, but he tells your highness simple truth.
Oh, perjured woman, they are both forsworn, and this madman justly chargeth them.
Your grace, I am advised what I say. Neither disturbed with the effect of wine, nor had he rash, provoked it with raging ire. Albeit my wrongs, I might make one wiser mad. This woman locked me out this day from dinner. That goldsmith there, were he not packed with her, could witness it. For he was with me then, promising to bring a chain to the Porpentine, where Balthazar and I did dine together. Our dinner done, and he not coming thither. I went to seek him, and in the street that I met him, accompanied with that gentleman there. Until this perjured goldsmith swore that this day I received the chain from him, which God he knows I received it not. Then arrested me with an officer. I did obey and sent my servants home for certain ducats. He with none returned, Then I bespoke among the officer to go with me in person. And by the way we met, my wife, her sister, and a rabble of more vile Confederates. Along with them, they brought one Pinch, a hungry, lean-faced villain, a mere anatomy, a mountebank. Then that pernicious slave swore he was a conjurer, till feeling my pulse, gazing in mine eyes, faced me as 'twere outfaced me, swore I was possessed. Then falling upon me, bound me and my man in a dark and dangerous vault, till gnawing my bonds asunder ran hither to your grace.
Your Grace, in truth, thus far I witness with him, that he dined not at home, but was locked out.
But had he such a chain of thee or no?
He had, Your Grace. And when he ran in here, these people saw the chain about his neck.
Besides, I'll be sworn these ears of mine heard you confess you had the chain of him after you first were sword on to Mart. And thereupon I drew my sword on you, and then you fled into this abbey here. From whence I think you were come by miracle.
I did not come within these abbey walls, nor dost thou ever draw thy sword on me, nor did I receive the chain, so help me heaven, this is false you burn me withal.
Why, what an antiquate impeach is this? I think you all have drunk of Circe's cup.
If here you housed him, here you would have been. If he were mad, he would not plead so coldly. You say he dined at home. The goldsmith here denies that saying. Sirrah, what say you?
Your Grace, he dined with her there, at the Porpentine. He did, and from my finger snatched that ring.
'Tis true, your grace, this ring I had of her.
Saw'st thou him enter at the abbey here?
I assure your Grace, as I do see thee.
Why, this is strange. Go call the abbess hither. I think you are all mated or stark mad.
Most mighty Duchess, not take me speak a word. Haply, I see a friend that will save my life, and pay the sum that may deliver me.
Speak freely, Syracusan, what thou wilt.
It is not your name called Antipholus, and is not that your man Dromio?
Within this hour I was his bondman, sir, but he, I thank him, not into my courts. Now I am Dromio, and his man unbound.
I am sure you both of you remember me.
Ourselves we do remember by you, sir, for lately we were bound as you are now. You are not Pinch's patient, are you, sir?
Why look you strange on me? You know me well.
I never saw you in my life till now.
Oh, grief hath changed me since you saw me last, and careful hours of time's deformed hand have written strange to features in my face. But tell me, dost thou not know my voice?
Neither.
Dromio, nor thou?
No, trust me, sir, nor I.
I am sure thou dost.
Aye, sir, but I am sure I do not. And whatever a man denies, you are now bound to believe him.
Not know my voice? Oh, time's extremity, hast thou so cracked and splitted my poor tongue, that here in 7 short years, that my only son not knows my feeble key of untuned cares. Though now this grained face of mine be hid, in saps consumed when hell, all the conduits my blood froze up, yet hath my night of life some memory left, my wasting lamp some fading glimmer left, my dull, deaf ears a little used to hear, all these old witnesses I cannot air. Tell me, thou art my son Antipholus.
I never saw my father in my life.
But 7 years since, in Syracuse Bay, thou knowst we parted, but perhaps thou shamest to acknowledge me in misery.
The Duchess and all that know me in the city can witness with me that it is not so. I never saw Syracuse in my life.
I tell thee, Syracusan, 20 years have I been patient to Antipholus, during which time he ne'er saw Syracusia. I see thy age and dangers make thee dote.
Most mighty Duchess, behold a man much wrong.
I see 2 husbands, or mine eyes deceive me?
One of these men is genius to the other, and so of these. Which is the natural man and which is the spirit? Who deciphers them?
I, your grace, am Dromio. Command him away.
No, I, your Grace, am Dromio. Pray, let me stay.
Aegean, art thou not Loyal's ghost?
Oh, my old master! Who hath bound him here?
attached to my friend's called Amelia, that bore the inbred two fair sons. Oh, if thou beest the same Aegeon, speak into the same Amelia.
If I dream not, thou art Amelia. If thou art she, tell me where is that son that floated with thee on the fatal raft?
By men of Epidemic, he and I and the twin Dromio all were taken up. But by and by good fishermen of Corinth, by force took Dromio and my son from them, and me they left with those of Epidemic. What then became of them, I cannot tell, I to this fortune that you see me in.
Why, here begins his morning story right. These two Antipholuses, these two Soli, and these two Dromios, one in semblance, besides her urging of the wrecked sea, these are the parents to these children which are accidentally met together. Antipholus, thou camest from Corinth first.
No, your grace, not I. I came from Syracuse.
Stand apart, I know not which is which.
I came from Corinth, your grace.
And I with him.
Brought by this town by the most famous warrior, Duke Metaphon, your most renowned uncle.
Which of you did dine with me today?
I, gentle mistress?
And are you not my husband?
No, I say nay to that.
And so do I. Yet she did call me so. And this fair gentlewoman, her sister here, did call me brother. What I told you then, I hope I shall have leisure to make good, if this be not a dream I see and hear.
That, sir, is the chain which you had with me.
I think it be, sir. I deny it not.
And for that chain you have arrested me.
I think I did, sir. I deny it not.
I sent you money, sir, to be your bail to buy Dromio, but I think he brought it not.
No, not by me.
These first buckets I received from you, and Dromio, my men, did bring them me. I see that we did meet each other's man, and I was ta'en for him, and he for me, and thereupon these errors arose.
These ducats I call for my father here.
It shall not do. Thy father hath his life.
Sir, I must have that diamond from you.
There, take it. Many thanks for my good cheer.
Renowned Duchess, vouchsafe to take the pains to go with us into the abbey here, and who at large discoursed all our fortunes, and all that are assembled in this place, that by this sympathized one day's error have suffered wrong, go keep us company, and we shall make full satisfaction. 33 years have I, according to will of you, my sons, until this present hour, my heavy burden you delivered. The Duchess, my husband, and my children both, and you, the calendars of the nativity, go to a gossip's feast and go with me, after so long grief, such festivity.
With all my heart, I'll gossip at this feast.
Master, shall I fetch your stuff from shipboard?
Joey, what stuff of mine hast thou embarked?
Your good belated host, sir, at the Centaur.
He speaks to me. I am your master, Dromio. Come, go with us. We'll look to that anon. Embrace thy brother here. Rejoice with him.
There is a fat friend at your master's house that kitchened me for you today. She shall now be my sister, not my wife.
Methinks you are my glass and not my brother. I see by you I am a sweet-faced youth. Will you walk in to see their gossiping?
Not I, sir. You are my elder.
That's the question. How shall we try it?
We'll draw cuts for seating. Till then, lead thou first.
Nay. Then thus. We came into this world like brother and brother. Now let's go hand in hand. Not one before another.
start with our stage manager.